now watching the LOXS Gambling Podcast. Let's play, baby.
Hey. Welcome, everybody, to the LOXS Gambling Podcast. I am your host, your degenerate, your lover, not like that, your man's HOK. I'm with my boy, my ace, my main man, Buffalo's finest, the man with the research, the man with the locks, the man with the picks, and the man with the smile. Got a nice smile, Kev.
You know. Thanks.
KP, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
I hate Javonte Williams.
Yep, and I hate Jordan Mason. Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
Tough night. Everything was there. No, everything was there. We had everything else. It's just those. It's always the obvious ones. No, you agree? And it's always the obvious ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed by Javonte Williams and Jordan Mason last night. For anybody else who shares our pain out there, we are right with you.
And the Jordan Love injury too on another.
Yes, Jordan Love injury. Injuries are parlay killers, and unfortunately, we can't predict them or have any type of insight that's going to happen. So, what can we do? It's a new day. It's Monday. It's a full day of sports today. We got Monday Night Football. It's 11 game NBA slate. The game 3 of the World Series.
Do they play today?
Yep, game 3 of the World Series is tonight, and it's a 8-game NHL slate, I believe, too. So
sports equinox.
Yeah, man, it's sports is back. Sports is back. Couldn't be more excited about today, and everything. Wipe off yesterday.
Could be more excited about today if it weren't the Giants and Steelers playing.
Yeah, it could have been a better Monday night game, but we make do with what we can make do with. We're gonna be going over first Monday Night Football. Give you guys some props that we like, and build you a little locks parlay. That's what I'm starting. Ooh, that's like that locks parlay. But now on they call it the locks, but we're gonna give you a nice locks parlay. Something nice, something to get your feet wet. And then we're just gonna go in and give you a couple NBA player props that we looked at tonight, and then we just gonna go sweat them out and yell at the TV and yell at each other and yell at the coaches and the players.
Like phones.
Yeah, probably book a flight to whoever didn't cover for me tonight.
Oh, thankfully I'm here in Denver, and so are the Denver Broncos. Yeah, so I'm checking the white pages or yellow pages.
Yeah, if you find out where Javonte Williams is staying, I'm not going to say that on stream. If you find out, just call me and let me know.
I just want to talk to him. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I just want to pick his brain on why he's so bad at the job that he's paid to do.
Yeah, I don't like.
How do you run the ball? Let me check. I think he ran it 17 times. 17 times for 44 yards. That's hard.
He has 17 carries?
17. That's 17 chances for you to get 50 yards. Jesus. He couldn't do it. He said against the Carolina Panthers, mind you. The Panthers. 17 for 44. He averaged 2.6 yards per carry.
If he just would have scored, we would have made money because I needed him on one parlay to get just a touchdown, and he got stopped. They gave it to him twice on the goal line. Yeah. Bo Nix had to get it and dive over. I'm like, what are you, bro? Just go straight. Anyways,
his backup carried it less than half of the amount of times that he did. He had 47 yards rushing. So I don't know why Javonte is even on a team. I don't get it.
Javonte Williams and Jordan Mason are now on the ban list, so you will not be hearing them come out of my mouth or be on any of my tickets anymore. So
you can't even use a under, because then they'll be like, oh, wait a minute, I know how to do this.
yeah, day we bet Jordan Mason, Javonte Williams under is the day they run for 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. But let's get right into it. We got things to discuss, so let's get right into it. We got Monday Night Football. Woo! This is a horrible game, but New York Giants taking on 2-5. The 2-5 New York Giants are taking on the 5-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. And Pittsburgh is minus, I believe, a 6 right now. Let me just get a double check. So the lines constantly change. Yes, Pittsburgh is minus 6, minus 275 on the money line. Total is sitting at a very, very, very low 36.5, which it should be. All in all, this game is not the best. So we're going to be very cautious. Be cautious tonight on your don't try and get too crazy, because God knows what's going to happen in this game. How you feel about this game, Kev? I mean, just in general, I guess.
Well, we know that it inspires stomach aches, acid reflux. But that doesn't mean that there's not a way that you can look at this game. I'm assuming, I'm going to check right now, but with that over-under sitting at 36.5, I'm assuming that the Giants implied team totals would be around 15.5. I think that they don't get there. I think that that's something that should be pretty easy. I'm assuming that they lose this game to the Steelers. But we already know that
Giants are sitting at 15.5.
15.5. Okay, that's what I figured. I don't think that they get there. The Steelers, they are the second best scoring defense in the NFL. But who knows, stupid things happen, like just dumb stuff. Like the Patriots scored 25 points yesterday against the Jets defense. So like just dumb things happen, but it's a nasty game. That's my hope.
It's a nasty game, but like you just said, you can make something out of anything. So I'm going to get right into my first prop. Kind of chalk. I think everyone's on it, but I don't really see a reason to not be on it myself, and that's going to Najee Harris. Going to Najee Harris. His line sitting at 65.5 rushing yards. He is their clear bell cow. Jaylen Warren does get a good amount of snaps, but usually they have him in more for those quick dump offs in the receiving game. Is usually when he's in, he's usually involved in the play somehow, or he's an option to get it to. With Najee, he's just, and Pittsburgh, they just run. At least they was like that. Now Russell's in, but he's their clear number one back. I think he rushed for over 100 yards in his last 2 games. The Giants are 25th in the league, allowing over 138 rushing yards per game. And the way the Steelers feed Najee, I mean, I don't see how he don't get to 65.5 rushing yards. They should be up in this game. They shouldn't be playing from. I don't see the Steelers playing from behind at all. So I think this is going to be hard-nosed, run down to the gritty football. No trick plays, no air, no shootouts. This is just going to be hard-nosed to the ground football, run, and I think Najee can definitely get there. Should get there pretty easily tonight. So I'm going Najee Harris over 65.5 rushing yards. What about you?
That makes sense, because that was mine too. That was my number one. Like if you're gonna be smart about this disgusting game, take things that you think are going to happen. Because I can tell you what, I'm tired of the Javonte Williams picks. Let's just go with You know, we're gonna go with a High School Musical. No, no, no. Stick to the stuff you know. No, that they give the ball to Najee and the Giants are bad, and they're not good at stopping the run. 65 yards should work. It should get there. Even if I don't even care if he averages 3 yards a carry, because he should get it at least 20 times. And actually, I would care if he got average 3 yards a carry, because then he'd only get to 60. I don't care if he averages 3.5 yards a carry. All right, because he's gonna get there. So if I had to go with anything else from this, like I mentioned before, that implied team total of the 15.5, I don't think the Giants get there. They only scored 7 points versus the Bengals. And I know that the Bengals were looking a little bit better at that point when they only put up 7 against the Bengals. But then I forgot that the Giants aren't actually a real team. So then when the Bengals played a real team yesterday, they let up a lot of points. So yeah. And then they followed up that 7 points that they scored on the Bengals with 3 points versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And then also versus, well, they did put up 15 points on the Cleveland Browns. And they put up 15 points on a bad Dallas defense. I don't think that the Steelers are going to allow them to put that many points up. I don't see it. So I'm taking that 15.5, the under 15.5. But I also love the Najee pick, like we said. Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to go to Russell Wilson. And this one scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second, everybody. And this one, okay, here we go. And this one scares me a little bit, but they have Russell Wilson's passing yards line at like 197 right now. 197.5. Now, I'm going to take his over. I think if they wanted to play, I think Russell's in to pass the ball, right? Like, if they didn't want to pass the ball, then they would just kept Fields in. You know what I'm saying? But this Giants team, they're bad. They are 6, but 5 of 8 quarterbacks have covered 200 yards against them this year. They're allowing 179 a game, but I think a lot of that is people don't need to pass versus the Giants because they just blow them out. You know what I'm saying? I think 200. No, I'm serious. I think 197 yards for Russell Wilson in this spot, Monday Night Football. We all saw what he did last week. If you didn't, he threw for 264 yards and I think 3 touchdowns or something like that last week.
2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and he had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, versus Jets defense. You know what I'm saying? And the Jets defense secondary is a hell of a better than the Giants. So I think that line is it's just too low. I think Russ can get 200 yards in the air tonight. So I'm going to take. It's like I said, it's a little scary because it's Russell Wilson. For all I know, he can go back to being old Russ, and they just literally just don't pass the ball. But I'm going to take a stab and do Russell Wilson over 197.5 passing yards.
Okay.
What you got?
So this is all gross, like we've already discussed, but in the nature of needing to get to 3 picks, you got to figure out what's going on here. I feel like the Steelers have done a pretty good job at defending the number 1 receiver for the opposing teams. I feel like they force the teams to get to their second and third options because they're just like, we're not going to basically let you beat us through the method that you want to beat us. We're going to game plan for that. And we're going to make you go to your secondary, tertiary options. So thinking in that spirit, I think that Wan'Dale Robinson's receptions.
You took my next prop. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I like Wandale Robinson's receptions. I think that the Steelers are going to be getting pressure on him, and I think that those short intermediate throws typically wind up in Wandale's hands.
Yep.
I'm a little bit more afraid of his yardage because I think that he can get tackled for a 2-yard gain and have like 7 receptions. So I'm gonna stick with the over of his receptions, which currently is sitting at 4.5. I think that he gets 5 receptions, but they're not gonna be pretty, but we don't care. We just want him to catch it. So
that was I definitely agree. I was definitely going there next. I feel like they're going to be shaded and definitely focusing on Malik today. Obviously because that's just the only person that the Giants have. So I really love Wandale. I think he gets involved. I am scared of the yards, like you said. I think it's going to be a lot of short, little over the middle. Maybe a couple down and outs, or like maybe a few screen passes to get something going. Those will probably go to Neighbors, but I do think Wandale, they're going to kind of slack off him a little bit and focus a lot on Malik. So he should be able to get open quite easily. I also was looking at I think I also kind of like Slayton's receiving yards. I'm not going to go there. That's not going to be my official play, but
yeah,
Slayton's receiving yards is sitting at 27.5. I find that very low. If you want to just take it down to 25, I feel like you got a good chance. I mean, he's covered this line. He's covered 25 yards in 4 out of 5 out of 7 games this year. He's projected for 49 yards on prop.cash. So I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind if you went Wandale. I would say Wandale for the receptions. I would say Slayton for the yards, because Slayton usually his passes are more down the field, and what I'm saying, he's one of those deeper threats. And I think that's maybe just one catch or maybe 1-2 catches for him, and he's not catching no five little dinker. That's not the type of receiver he is and how they use him. So I like Darius Slayton that, but I wouldn't mind that. But my official last play, I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go a touchdown.
okay.
And I'm stuck between Malik Neighbors and George Pickens.
Okay.
Stuck between the two. Kind of like Pickens more.
All right.
Because I trust Russell Wilson more. Pickens shares, he's gotten over 30% of the red zone targets this season. They are looking for him in the end zone. I trust Russ to throw the ball to him and get him in there. So I don't trust Daniel Jones. See, I trust Daniel Jones to throw Malik Neighbors the ball there, but I don't trust it's going to be a good pass.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you like, that's exactly. Like I think Daniel. I know Daniel Jones is going to look for Malik Neighbors in the end zone. Hands. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors. You're right. I can't do it. I'm going Malik because you know what? Now that I'm talking to you about it and talking through it, I'm going Malik Neighbors because one, they're going to be playing from behind. And if they do get in that red zone territory, I know for a fact Daniel Jones' eyes is going to one person first every time.
Yes.
Russell, he might stray. Russell gonna pass to who open.
He'll catch you off guard with who winds up getting that ball. It's just like who the hell is he?
Darnell Washington probably for 2 TDs today. Like we're gonna see some shit like that. Fire move, get in there. Warren for the screen pass, and I'm gonna be like, "Where's Pickens?" So I'm going. I'm gonna be texting you talking about does he not see him wide open, like screaming. So I'm going Malik Neighbors. I do think the Giants can score. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't think they're getting over that 15.5, like you said. But if they do score, God, I can only see it being Malik Neighbors or Daniel Jones. He ran it in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors anytime touchdown as my third and final look for the day.
Okay. All right. I think
so. You got one more, right?
I got one more. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll give you guys a nice parlay. Spice it up.
So, I think that the Steelers should be like handily in control of this game. Russ is not the Russ of years before.
I don't know. Let Russ cook last week. Let Russ cook.
On the ground, his rushing yards are currently at 16.5. I don't see him doing that no more. I just don't.
Russell Westbrook rushing?
Yeah.
Is that what we're looking at?
It's at 16.5 currently. And even though the Giants do create some pressure, there have been some quarterbacks that have gotten some running yards. Jalen Hurts just ran for 22 yards, which isn't anything crazy, of course. But he has 7 carries for 22 yards. He did have a rush of 16 yards, but the other ones were probably tush pushes or something like that. So there have been some quarterbacks that have gotten kind of mobile. I just do not believe that Russ has that in him anymore. I don't think that there's not going to be a necessity for him to get out there and run, because I think that they're going to just control the pace of this game. I know that you said you like Russ's air yards. I just don't think that they're not going to need him to be like, we need you to go out there and make a play. Like you gotta keep this drive going. I think it's just going to be like, okay, I just don't see him doing it with his legs. Not at the big age of, what is he, 30, 36, 37? I don't know. How old is Russ?
Russell
You're getting up there. What'd you say?
Russell Wilson. I said Russell Westbrook. Talk about fucking washed, but we're not even gonna go there.
Crazy. He's 35. 35. So I'm gonna take it.
Russ is a runner, though. We know Russ to run before. We knew Russ to run before.
But those Seattle years are way longer ago than we think that they are.
It's only been one game. Like, what's the Giants' pass rush? Are they?
They can get after a little bit.
Yeah,
they definitely can.
I don't think he's gonna have to use this. That could be one run. So low.
I don't see him doing that anymore. I don't see it. I just don't. It's a gross game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we got for you, guys. So we like Najee Harris over 60.5 rushing yards.
We love that.
We love that. Giants team total under 15.5. Russell Wilson over 197 pass yards. Wan'Dale Robinson over 4.5 receptions. We both love that as well. Malik Neighbors TD. Russell Wilson under 16.5 rushing yards. Let's do a LOXS parlay. Woo! Where is my applause? I'm used to a little applause. I'm used to a little applause. All right. Let's see. Well, I think we're gonna start it off the way we both want to start this off. Let's go to rushing yards. Let's go Najee 50.
Yeah,
that should be a lock.
Yes.
Najee 50 rushing yards. Let's go Wan'Dale. How about 4 receptions?
How many did you say?
4?
5. 5 is his line right now, but his line is like a plus 146 or 152 or something like that.
Plus money?
No, I mean minus.
Oh,
that'd be nuts. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
We'd love that. Can you go with an alt team total? I don't think.
Wait, did you like Wan'Dale 4 receptions or 5?
I'm looking at how it would factor in with like the next picks. So if I were to toss in,
I'll put 4 in for now.
Yeah,
we want to keep it safe. You can do alternate.
I like the way this looks right now.
Team totals.
And I did Giants 15 under 15.5. And that's looking at a plus 219.
Giants total points. Where's the alternate? Okay, here it goes. New York Giants.
Yeah, but you can't do a same or a same game with an alternate total.
No, FanDuel
Not on
knows. FanDuel know what they doing. Come on, DraftKings.
I think you can on DraftKings. I haven't used DraftKings all season though.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to FanDuel for now. If you can go on DraftKings, you got DraftKings, you use DraftKings, you can always put this in over there. And if you like the alternate under, feel free to go over there and get that shaken too, to replace anything that we said too.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to mix and match. These are not just locked in stone. Feel free to mix match. Do you think Daniel Jones gonna run today? That was gonna be one of my props.
I thought about it because that's sitting at 25.5 right now.
Yeah, that's like he ran for 20 last game versus the Eagles, 56 versus Cincinnati, 38 versus Seattle. I don't know what happened.
He's been running.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like Daniel Jones, like the only thing that's scary, he might get benched today again. He might get benched again. This is why I'm scared to take any Daniel Jones spot, because he might get benched, but I feel like if he don't want to get benched, he's not going to throw, I guess, his dumbest passes today. And I feel like when you're scared to lose your job, like it's in any sport, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's just gonna try and use his legs to get that first down or get that move the ball instead of throwing these horrible passes. I think he's just gonna have to run.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to really. Huh?
It's just gross.
This
it's nasty, and I can't in good faith. Recommend it if I think it's really nasty.
What about Russell over 175 passing yards?
It still scares me. It scares me.
You gotta put something.
I feel like I would be more willing to move up Najee's line to 60 yards as opposed to the 50. The 50 is definitely a lock, but if you're looking to lengthen those odds a little bit, Najee should get 60 yards. He only hasn't gotten there, I think, like twice this season. And this is a favorable spot where they should be winning.
What if he just bombing? Okay. Let's do
Or we can even go with an alternate under. It's not like we think that this game's going to go.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Let's do Najee 60 yards. I like Kevin. Good. Let's go Najee 60 yards. Wandell 4 receptions. And if we want, we can even take that up to his regular line if you want, because I'd rather bet on the shit I'm kind of more confident in than
say that again. Can we rewind the tape? That's exactly what this should always be. All right.
Some of the stuff I like than this crap. There's throwing crap in there that I don't know. I mean, I'm going to put a lotto in. Don't get me wrong with some of that stuff, but let's see. Alternate total points. We can get this game doesn't go over 40, right?
It shouldn't. Should not.
Like score. Let's say Pittsburgh scores 3 times, which I don't even think Pittsburgh's going to score 3 times.
But I also want to know, why did Pittsburgh score 37 points on the Jets last week?
But
the Jets are awful. They let Robert Saleh go because they listened to the coup de grace of this washed up king at the quarterback position. And now their season sucks. Now they're done. They're nobody. They lost to the Patriots. So
are the Giants.
Grayson, welcome to the pod, Grayson.
Grayson, what's good? I mean, the books is telling us they expect it to be a low scoring game.
He did the little Scooby, the little Fred Flintstone running in place before you can go. Powerwood floors downstairs. But
how about under 40.5.
What's that sitting at?
Minus 205.
Okay. Under 40.5 should be good.
I mean, I don't see it.
What do you have currently in the slip?
Wandell 4, Najee 60, under 40.5.
Okay. What are your odds looking at?
Yeah, plus 237. I want to get to plus 300, so I think we just move Wandell up to 5.
See, I have the Wandell at 4. I have the Giants under 15.5, which is at a minus 122. Because if we don't think that they get to 40, then the Giants should not be putting up 2 touchdowns and a field goal in this game. They shouldn't be. They have a combined 10 points in the last 2 games. They're playing on the road versus this like a top 5 defense. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do.
I'm looking. It just scares me because like you know how the shit go.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it go.
Yeah.
It just scares me like because today like they'll go fucking crazy, and you know what? Fuck it. Listen, we got Najee 60 plus yards, under 40.5 total for the whole game.
Okay.
Under 15.5 Giants total points. Wandale Robinson 4 receptions.
And what's
plus 327.
Okay.
All right. That's the parlay. I will be posting that to our Twitter account. If you want to see this parlay, make sure you follow me right. I always do this wrong. Right there at spotlight_716. You can look up HOK the Gambler, where I'll be posting all of our parlays and plays that we discussed today in the matter of probably within the next hour. As soon as we get off stream, I will be posting them all. So make sure you follow us or just come back to this video and replay it as many times as you need. Please like and subscribe to the video. It goes a long way for us. It will go a long way for you in the future as we keep doing this. We're here to stay. But that's Monday Night Football. Let's move over to the NBA. Woo! Gonna give you guys a few, probably 3 props that we like a piece just for the whole slate. Let us know what you like. If you're in here, if you're watching, give us some props. Type it in the comment section over here. Tell us if you like our picks. If you think they're horrible, tell us they're horrible. They might be. But NBA Kev. Season's been kind of weird so far.
Ain't nobody playing no defense.
Yeah, I mean NBA like defense don't exist no more. Players not doing what players usually do. It's just weird. Like big men are guards are big men. No, I'm just saying. Like there's no more like centers. Centers are gone.
There
like
are some
traditional centers. What, Rudy Gobert?
Avita Zubac.
Zubac. Yeah, I mean, it's the NBA. It's always ruckus. When you're picking your picks, I'll always do straight bets if you can. I understand everybody doesn't have the bankroll for that. That really, if you're doing straight bets, just bet what you can, take your time, and eventually that bankroll will build up. I know we all want to hit parlays. I do. Trust me, I do. I play parlays every day. I'm not the guy to talk to about straight bets. I do my straight bets just to cover my losses, but I'm going for the lotto parlay for the millie. That's just me. But being a smart gambler, take straight bets that you like with good odds, shop around, find the best odds for that bet that you like, and just keep it. And then maybe throw in a couple parlays with some fun money. But other than that, parlays is for the birds because God knows what can happen, when you combine a 20 leg teamer. So NBA.
It does feel great to hit those though.
Oh, it do though. It feels great when you hit, man. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna do this again tomorrow, and you're not.
And then it won't happen for another 4 years, maybe.
Yeah, you're not. It's not gonna happen. So don't just because you win this one, don't say tomorrow. You're not gonna hit it tomorrow. It's just you might, but you're not. Don't keep. It's not gonna happen.
Don't keep chasing that dragon.
Yeah, don't chase the high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a high. We all love it. We all want to smoke it, but you know what I'm saying. But we can't. We can't. NBA, Kev, what you like?
Yeah.
What's your first prop for the NBA? What you got? What we looking at?
So 2 of my props come from the same game. It's the first game of the night. It's the Pacers at the Magic. The Magic are currently 5-point favorites, and I think that they cover that. The Pacers have come out kind of flat. Tyrese Halliburton is
the Magic.
I'm not going to disrespect him, huh?
You said the Magic, Orlando Magic.
I like the Magic. I like the Magic -5 in this game. The Pacers are coming off that 25-point loss to the Knicks. They played them on the road. Tyrese had I think they had a game in between then. But the Magic are a really good team. They were a really good team last year. They took the Cavs to 7 and last year in the playoffs, and the Cavs have started out 3-0, and they really haven't left much doubt in those games. I think the Magic are a very good team. Obviously, the Pacers are a good team as well, but I think the Magic have depth. They have size. They have people that can score they have large bodies in their front court, in their back court. I think that they have the ability to be very physical with this Pacers team. And I think that, of course, as I say that, the line just went up to -5.5 while I'm saying they're like, is somebody listening to me? But yeah, I think Orlando, they're a bigger team. They have scores, and Paolo Banchero is really good. People should be paying attention to him.
Did he get better?
Yeah, he came out versus the Heat and put up 33 and 11. I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. But
that's nice.
Yeah. But the Magic, they're coming off that loss on the road versus the Grizzlies in a back-to-back. But I think that they bounced back at home. They played really well at home. They were destroying the Cavs in the playoffs at home. I know the playoffs are completely different, but I think that with them losing in that first round to that Cavs team that they feel that they should have won, I think that they kind of have something to prove this year, kind of like how the Thunder have come out on fire, the Cavs have come out on fire. I think that there are certain teams that kind of feel like they have something more to prove. I feel like the Pacers are kind of in like a letdown sort of type of position this year. They have good pieces on that team, of course, but I feel like they kind of peaked last year with that. I believe
Halliburton sucks.
Let's not be disrespectful, okay?
No, he does.
He does not suck. It's just he had a stretch where people were like, "Oh, wait, no, he actually is a superstar," and I don't think that's actually the case. I think he's a really good player. I think he's a good player, but he doesn't have the capacity to string along great game after great game after great game on a consistent basis, and that's what greatness demands. And he's just not one of those players. And there's no disrespect to him because that's tough to do. It's tough.
I'm disrespecting him because
that's crazy.
All I needed was 8 assists last game, and like that, I don't understand how you come out with 4. You were putting up 17, 20 for like half the season last year, and then you just forgot how to. Anyway, but okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I did watch that Pacers game, and I agree with you though. They don't like even look like they even like the same hunger. Like last year, they were scrappy. At least they were scrappy. They wanted to fight and win, and they had hope. Like this year, look like they just back to being the fucking Pacers again. And it's like, in that Magic team, I do like that. They got some players on that. They got
some players, and they can defend.
Yeah,
they can defend and they can score.
I think it's gonna be a sneaky year for the Magic. I'm not saying they're gonna go far, but they might make the offs.
Oh, without a doubt, they're a top 5 seed. Last year they were the I think they were the 5 seed. They were the 5 seed last year.
Yeah, I think they now. Yeah, I like that.
I think they have the potential to wind up being one of the last 2 teams coming out of the East. They have potential because they have the ability to play on both sides of the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them in an Eastern Conference final. I honestly wouldn't be. And it's going to be against the Celtics because nobody's beating the Celtics. The Celtics are going to just keep winning until everybody.
Oh yeah, they just going fucking nuts. They came out the first game of the season and said, "Fuck all y'all," and I respect it. But okay, I love it. Magic -5. I'm gonna be putting that in today. I'm for sure playing that today. I like your angle there. I'm gonna go to Sacramento to my man DeMar. DeMar DeRozan. I'm going his points over 21.5. I watched DeMar with this new team, and he looks good. He looks comfortable. He looks a lot better with the Kings than he did with the Bulls. I would say when it comes to just flow of the game and watching him play,
Okay.
I feel like he's a lot more comfortable in there, and he's scoring really well. He had 23 last game, 26 the game before that. And I mean, against Portland, dating all the way back to 2020 to 2021, he's covered this line, except actually once he had 20 points last year versus Portland, and Anthony Simons was guarding him, and I'm guessing that they're going to stick kind of to that. He cooks Anthony Simons, so if Anthony Simons is guarding him again, or they want to play any of that way, I think DeMar can get over 21.5 tonight versus Portland team. I think it's pretty easy for him. He's done it his whole career. I just don't see a reason he don't get 21.5 points. I'm probably gonna take it down to 20 and just eat the juice. I'm being honest with y'all with that, but I like DeMar DeRozan points tonight for sure.
Okay. All right. Cool.
What you got?
I'm gonna go right back to that Magic Pacers matchup, and
You love this game.
Yeah, when I first saw this pick, it was at +100, and then I said something out loud, and then the line moved. So maybe I should just stop talking.
Yeah,
because when I first saw this, Wendell Carter Jr.'s rebounds was at his over is at 9.5, and it was at +100. Now it's even, it's -110. But the Pacers have been allowing big men to they're not in there. They're like, whatever, you guys can have it. We want to play our pace, and whoever wants to get the rebound, whatever. I don't really care.
What's that line at?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, for Wendell Carter Jr. So, and the 3 matchups that the Pacers have had so far this year.
What
do you say?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Oh, last game, Andre Drummond had 17 rebounds. We know that he just eats up the boards. But he had 17 rebounds. Cat had 15 rebounds versus this Pacers team, and he's not even crazy like that on the boards. And Jalen Duren had 13 rebounds in 30 minutes. The last game that the Orlando Magic played, they played against the Grizzlies. Wendell Carter Jr. had 6 boards in the first quarter. So I'm just going by the numbers. If this team is letting all the bigs just eat up boards, and if Wendell Carter Jr. is just kind of just playing into his role where I hit the boards and that's what I do, I like that for my big man. Do the role that you're supposed to do. Make me money. So I like it.
Did he play last game?
Who, Wendell Carter?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. He had 10 boards.
Why can't I? Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking at. Yeah, I mean his history versus Indiana is amazing too. He's covered this line dating back to 2022. He's only not covered it once, so he's covered 6 out of 7 games. He's covered that. In the game he didn't, he had 8, so very close. So
I like those odds.
Yeah, I'm loving that too. That looks like a good play there, Kev. My next one, Lord, I'm stressing over here. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the Heat game.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to Terry Rozier.
Wow. Wow.
Oh wow. Wow. Hey, how are you? He I think Jimmy Butler. This is my theory. I think Jimmy Butler holding out.
You think he's holding out?
His contract here.
Okay.
Jimmy only shot the ball 6 to 8 times the first game.
Oh, it was bad. It was.
Yeah, but
like 3 points.
Why is he? I think something's going on in Miami with Jimmy. I think his contract year. I think he's not playing like Jimmy play. Jimmy a hard nosed player, want to win. We know the caliber and Jimmy Butler's like I guess values or morals when it comes to playing basketball. And personally, and it's early in the season, I get it, but Jimmy the type of like he play every day. You know what I mean? Like I
play every day.
But I just think something's going on there. So I think he's taking less shots, which is opening it up for more for Terry Rozier.
Okay.
Playing Detroit, it doesn't. I mean, Detroit's got better.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but I think Terry can score. He's had 19. He had 19 last game. Sorry, he had 19 in both games this season already.
Mm-hmm.
His line's at 15.5. He's shooting the ball a lot. He's playing over 30. He's averaging 31 minutes. Shooting 6 to 7 threes a game. Yeah, I mean, shooting 12 to 15 shots. I like Terry Rozier. I think he can get 15 and a half points. I would take it to 15, eat the juice. I know y'all don't like hearing that, but I'm going to do that. But I like Terry Rozier to get 15 tonight. I mean, I like Tyler Hero, but I trust Terry Rozier to score more than I trust Tyler Hero. I mean, Tyler Hero is one of the most wishy-washy people I ever bet on, so I'm not going there with him. But I do like Terry Rozier over 15.5 points.
Okay.
That's my second play of the day. Huh?
No, it was your second. Yeah, it was your second.
Yeah, okay. This is your third.
Yep.
Your final prop, and then I'll give my.
So my third one is going to be gross. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Oh boy,
it's gonna be nasty. But I'm going to the.
I don't want no part of it, so I'm gonna solo you in.
That's crazy.
That was you.
So I already mentioned my third prop is going to be nasty. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go to Atlanta. Wizards at the Hawks. The over under is 234 and a half, and it's gross. But I'm going with Dyson Daniels points. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm going with Dyson Daniels points. And let me explain to you why.
Ew.
It's currently sitting at 11.5. It's sitting at 11.5. Last game, he only had 7 points. Yeah. I understand that's gross. He only had 7 points last game, but that was against the team that's going to be representing the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've been playing outstanding defense, and they really have something to prove because they feel like they are one of the best teams in the league. Okay, and they have proven that.
It's an 11-game NBA slate, and you bring up Dyson fucking Daniels points to me.
Yes, I bring up Dyson Daniels points, and like I said, I'm going to explain to you why. One, because this is the highest point total on the entire slate.
Okay,
the points have to come from somewhere, and I know that you're saying they have other people, they have other pieces. The Wizards have been letting the front court or the backcourt players score a whole lot so far this season. Do you think that Jordan Poole is locking anybody up? No. Do you think they're going to put him on Trae Young? Because if they do, somebody in that front office is smoking crack. It's not going to happen, okay? Jordan Poole is guarding somebody. Dyson Daniels is a 6'7" guard who's already proven that he's taking the shots this year because they don't really have the people. They're not as healthy as they want to be right now. There's no Bogdan Bogdanovic. Onyeka Okongwu is not playing tonight. I know he's a front court player, but there's still shots that are going up. Jalen Johnson has gotten off to a shaky start in terms of scoring. His shooting percentage has not been that great. Dyson Daniels has played very well in the first 2 games, Didn't shoot so well in the last game. He was 3 for 11, but I'll take 11 shots to get me to 12 points. And under the circumstances that they'll be playing in versus the Wizards in a 234.5 total, with the possibility of Jordan Poole guarding him for the majority of those of the game, I'm taking those points. And the 11.5 is currently sitting at minus 102, I believe. So either minus 102 or minus 104. So you don't have to take it, or it's sitting at minus 105.
You don't have to take it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. When I saw that, I'm just like, oh, that seems really low for a team that doesn't have too many people that are shooting the ball over there right now. And the fact that Jordan Poole has to guard somebody, I'll take it. Okay. Dyson Daniels over 11.5.
Yeah, I heard him. All right. All right. My third and final NBA prop is kind of a little correlation play playing off of my DeMar DeRozan bet, but I'm going to Zach LaVine.
Okay.
I'm going to Zach LaVine. The line was at 19.5, which was so beautiful, but it's now moved up to 20.5, which it should, but I'm still not scared of Zach LaVine over 20.5 points. They are facing Memphis versus Memphis in Zach LaVine's career. He's covered this line in all 3 games. He had 36, 24, 28. His last 3 games this season, he's had 27, 25, 22. So he hasn't had under 20.5 points all season. We just were talking about how DeMar is gone, so that just opens up a lot more. Zach LaVine is the clear best player on the Chicago Bulls team. He's the number 1 option. He takes the most shots, and they're going to need him to score all season, let alone today, to be in any game. And he cooks Memphis. So if they have any chance of staying in, I don't know what's the spread of this game. Do they have it being close? It's it's a 6.5 spread, so it's blowout potential is probably very low when it comes to the Bulls versus the Grizzlies. I'm not worried about one team getting blew out or not. And they are plus 6.5, so I think he knows he has to score. So I really love Zach LaVine tonight. You should too. Because he's definitely getting over 20.5 points. I wouldn't be surprised if I would take him. If you want to boost that up, do a little ladder up to 25, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad at you. I think that's it.
Simple enough.
I think that's it. Those are our plays. Once again, they're scrolling right here down at the bottom. If you missed this or you're just tuning in, rewind. It's going to be on the page, on the YouTube channel, the Twitch, and X, wherever you're watching that, you can always go back and see our picks. I'm also going to be posting them right there to that name right there at Spotlight 716 on X. Or you can look up HOK the Gambler, and I will pop up there where I'll be posting all of our plays and our parlays that we just discussed. Please like and subscribe to the video before we go. Please, like I said, it goes a long way for us, and it will go a long way for you. Everybody, have a great night tonight. There's a lot of sports on. Remember our advice when you placing your bets that we gave you. Tread lightly tonight, at least with Monday Night Football. NBA, at least with Monday Night Football. Tread lightly tonight. You don't need to be going too crazy with tonight's game. This is not the night to go in 6 parlays when anything get hit. This night it's going to go one way tonight, and that's it. But NBA and everything else go crazy. Thank you for listening, Kev. You got anything for the people?
That's about it, and the longer the season goes on, the further that we get into it, the more information that will be available. There's not really too much out here aside from the fact that people aren't playing any defense. They're not playing any defense, so points, points, and points. So just follow the trends, follow the numbers. Just That's really all I got to say.
Yeah, and grow with us. Like I said, me and Kev are new to this. So if you with us now, we thank you. We appreciate you. Spread the word. If you took any of our picks and it won your money, please tell us. Let us know. Give us a lot more confidence and make it all worthwhile. We only here to make you money. That's just the only. We all want to get rich together. Me and Kev are not rich. We don't pretend to be rich. We are just sport gambling lovers, just like the rest of you. And we sitting here researching and putting in bets just like the rest of y'all. Only thing is we like to give it to y'all so you don't have to do the research sometimes and you can just listen to us and just make money like that. So we love you guys. Thank you for watching the LOXS Gambling Podcast. Join us Wednesday. We're doing a Spaces on our X account. We'll be doing NBA Wednesday, big slate. And then we'll be back for the pod again on Friday, where we go back into our NFL bag. So thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Peace out. HOK, KP. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride.
You are now watching the LOXS Gambling Podcast. Let's play, baby.